First things first, I have a line 6 Helix here. This is going to be pretty much 75% of the board is the line 6 Helix. So what I want to do first, the Velcro. I'm hoping I can get away with 4. This is the heavy duty 3M dual lock stuff, so I'm hoping I can get away with just 4 of these. And I did take the rubber feet off the Helix. Okay, so we got that on there. Oh, just so you know, I will be putting Chad Boston's screen protectors on all this. Ordered them and just waiting for them to get shipped. And as we know, it's hard to get anything in time these days. No worries, Chad, if you're watching. Send it when you can. All right, so here's the board. This is a 28 by 16. I got it from Get Off My Case. It just came in yesterday. I've already cleaned. I got too much stuff on this table here. I've already cleaned the board off, you know, with wipes and disinfected it and all that stuff. So this should be a pretty tight fit. Now we're going to want to take off. And now I have to position this where I want. And it needs to go as far over to one side as possible so I can add the other stuff in. So I don't go through the table. All right, we got that on here. If I need to add more Velcro, I'll add it later. Now this is going to be meant to come off this board when I need it to. If my band has a fly gig, I'm not gonna bring the whole pedal board with me. I'm gonna pop the Helix off, leave the pedal board, everything else. There's only gonna be a couple more things going on this board. I'm gonna pop this off. Helix bag here with me that I can carry onto a plane. And that'll be that. All right, so next piece is the Friedman buffer bay, which I already have labeled here. That is gonna go up in this corner. I want to make sure I have enough room for the. Oh yeah. Just want to make sure I have enough room for the MIDI cables. So this is all going to get tied down nice. All right, perfect. All right, so got the buffer bay down. I put the Velcro on the talk box. Not putting it down yet because I have to move this. So next step is to solder some cables. I already did one end. My wireless, front end of my wireless is going to go in through the buffer in on the buffer bay here. And we're going to come out and I'm going to tie these down, and then come around and I have a right angle connector. This is Megami 2319. And I have a right angle connector here. Once I get this soldered, it's going to kind of sit on top of here and then go in through the input of the talk box. And then I actually have a Covenant cable already made here because it's got a smaller. See that it's got a smaller connector because I'm dealing with space here. So this is going to come out of the talk box and go to the input of the Helix. So first things first. I want to get all of this wire together. Best you can, wrap it up. Get it out of the way. Just got to open up the right angle plug, take the screws out. And actually, before I forget, I wanted to do this before. I'm going to take that end off and I want to get, I have some heat shrink here that I'm hoping, yeah, that'll work. All right, I wanted to get that on that end before I close this up. All right, cool. All right, so that's on that end. We're gonna worry about that later. We got both of the screws. I do not want to lose those. I'm gonna put them over there. So first things first, I want to kind of tin this, and I'm gonna use the octopus here. I want to tin this. I know it's not easy for you to see what I'm doing here, but there's plenty of videos online. That's tin. And I want to tin, oops, spilled a little. I want to tin that side of it. Good. Should be okay. So now I take this out of here. So I want to tin that a little. Perfect. And then I want to tin where the ground is going to be. Perfect. Hopefully we don't need that. All right, I think this is okay right now. All right, next I want to heat up the heat shrink. All right, so we got one end. Hopefully it's gonna, when we test this, it's gonna be okay. And now I want to do this end. Screws are so damn small that I probably shouldn't have my glasses on. All right, we got the board back on the table here, and we have the cable. So it's gonna run a test buffer out. To the in, and what I want to do is kind of attach this in a way, probably like that. Probably like this is going to be the best way. We'll put a tie down here, we'll put a tie down there, and we'll put one or two of them over here. All right. So that's done. We're going to leave that back there. Good to go. So now the next thing really is making cables to run, because I'm running this in 4-cable method with my Synergy Syn 2. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know I've been using that now. So running my snake from the amp into the buffer bay, and then we got to come out of the buffer bay and then into where it needs to go. I got these color-coded pieces on here so I know what's what. So what I think I'm going to do first, and like I said, I'm kind of new at this, is I'm going to make one end first and then measure out, get the board back up here and measure out what I need. So I'm not going to bore you with this. We'll just come back when I'm done, like this. Welcome back. All right, I've got everything wired up. I've got everything plugged in. The only thing I haven't done yet is do the tie downs on the cables. I'm going to do that last, but I did test all the cables. Everything's running. Everything's lit up. Not sure if you can see it. I'll do a more proper video at some point going through my sounds on the Helix and the way I'm running everything. I still don't have the talk box Velcro down yet because I've got to do the tie downs, but I'll let you hear. I have this running for, like I said earlier, 4-cable method into my Synergy Syn 2 with my Friedman modules going. That's behind the camera. And that's coming XLR out of that into a Headrush 112 FRFR. So you're really going to hear just what it sounds like with that in the room right now. I don't have anything running through the computer, nothing. Like I said, I'll do a better video going direct to hear the tones a little better. But right now I just want to make sure everything's working. We're just going to make sure everything's working. My clean. Now that is the first Friedman module, which is the BBBE. So that's the Buxom Betty. I'm using that for cleans. And I basically just have a chorus on there, some delay and some reverb, and I believe there's a compressor. Yes. So that's the clean. I'm just going to go through these real quick so we can be done with this video, and I can move on to tying these things down, and I'll show you guys kind of what everything looks like. All right, this is my rhythm, which is the Friedman BE channel on the module. It's, I guess, is the BE 100. And I'm just switching over so I can let you know. I'm just using, there's a little bit of delay, some reverb. There's a noise gate, and that's about it. And I can throw some phaser. I got everything on here. Again, I'll go on another video with all my settings and stuff. So that is my rhythm. Then I have what I call my Rhythm Plus, which switches to the HBE module, the first channel on that. It's similar to the rhythm. It just has a little more kick to it. The volumes might be a little mismatched at this point because I haven't really gone over to the Synergy. So that's the Rhythm Plus, and then I have my lead, which I'll usually set a little louder, and I have the Kinky Boost on just to give it a little more bite, and the delay has a little bit more in the mix, and I also have access on all of these to a longer delay, which I'll kick on. Let me see. So that's the normal delay, and this has the Kinky Boost, noise gate, delay, and reverb. Now I'll kick on the long delay. So you can hear that long delay. Tap tempo, get out of there. So that's it. That's my tone, and let's get to getting these things tied down. So I'll see you on the back end of that. Okay, I'm back. I actually am. Here's my hands. You can't see me, but maybe see me from this side. So what I want to do now is start tying these cables down. So, and I want to leave enough slack where it's not pulling. And I'm back. So I have this giant thing that I got at Home Depot. It's all different size zip ties in here. I'm going to use the small ones, obviously. cut the zip ties. We are almost done. I think it's done. Let's take a look. All right, let's check this thing out. I'm going to turn everything on first. Make sure everything's good, and I'll just show you the board from this angle. Try to keep a steady hand. Just starting up the Helix right now, and then everything looks pretty good. Everything's working. Pretty happy with this so far. So there you have it. My board is finally done. Those of you that have come along this journey with me, it's been months now, and the board has gone through many different designs, and I just went crazy. I probably posted some of the boards that I was building along the way that I ended up scrapping and getting rid of, so you can see just what kind of a madman I am. But really happy with the way this turned out. And the next up will be, like I promised, I'll do a proper video running this thing direct. And I'll also probably do, and the other thing I didn't mention before is the Helix is my backup amp too. So if something happens with the Synergy on stage, I'm going to have some presets made with Helix amps and everything. And I can just grab the XLR right out of the Synergy, plug it right into the Helix, and I'll lose like 20 seconds of time during the show, but I should be able to keep it moving and keep the show going without too much of downtime. But everybody, I want to stress again, we're in tough times here. Before I go, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and let's just get through this together and do stuff like this. I mean, not everybody has a studio. I'm very fortunate that I have this studio. I got it done just in time, but just find somewhere in your house and just tinker and do stuff like this that you've been wanting to do and you've been putting off because you didn't have time. A lot of us have a lot of time, and we're going to have a lot more time the way things are going. So please stay home, stay safe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.